is the Glass Cannon Network.
So to go BTS, as the kids would say these days, we, for a variety of reasons, it's been a minute since we've recorded the last episode, and there's always some technical difficulties in the ghost of somebody.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. You throw me off because I assumed you're going to start talking about the Korean boy band.
That's what I thought as well. I thought you were really hip for a second.
I know nothing.
Behind the scenes, as they say.
No.
Because the kids do say BTS, but that's not what they're talking about.
We thought you were,
Yes, what if they want to see something behind the scenes from the band BTS? What do they say?
I don't know what they do.
The marketing is done for you. What are you talking about?
It's BTS squared.
BTS squared.
Yes. Well, long story short, we were going to record on Monday, and then we had a technical issue, and it became a whole thing, so we had to cancel and reschedule. But I didn't have a pre-prepared banter topic for that day. So while we were all talking and trying to get squared away for the recording, I wrote down a few things. Now this is a month ago. We had to delay for a while because of travel schedules and everything. So I have the following 3 banter topics available to us. Bowling? ? I don't know why that came up.
How does
Topic 2 is dog legs. Don't know what that's about either.
Because we had the whole discussion about it because of the Vargar.
Right, which way they bend.
Oh, you're right. And we were talking about the movie with Charlie Sheen and the aliens that have the legs that have the knee going the opposite direction.
Yeah, which we looked up the word for, and I obviously don't remember it.
Yes, we looked it all up.
Painful Van Dyke in that movie.
Yes, it was a painful Van Dyke.
I gotta
among
hear
other
this
things.
Third topic, Matthew.
The other thing, and I do remember this one because it was inspired by the previous conversation, was Vargar tail holes. I think was we were discussing, do Vargar vac suits have holes for their tails, or do they have a tail encasement?
I would say these questions aged really well.
It would have to have an encasement, otherwise their little tail would be out in vacuum and just
they'd freeze.
Yeah. But maybe it's like a hole out of the suit and then an extra piece that goes around the tail, right? Like it's not tucked into the suit. It's like a.
That's the question.
Like
yeah,
a tail.
It's not like if you
tuck
choose
it into
to
the suit, or
does my tail get on the right leg or left leg? I'm pretty sure it has its own little
or
sheath.
do you just kind of do a little bulge at the point the tail emerges from the body and then run it down one of the legs and just you kind of have a little extra piece.
Or does it loop under the groin and then it comes up the front so it doesn't take up room?
Would that be uncomfortable though?
So you're asking everyone to tuck their tails?
I'm just saying.
And run?
I was thinking
that's not what we do in America,
bubble.
Sydney.
You just roll it up and just kind of stick it back there like a little beehive.
Yeah, maybe you wrap it around like a bun, like a hair bun.
Yeah,
it's like Princess Leia
like a cinnamon
on
roll.
the butt.
Yeah, like a cinnamon roll. Then it just looks like you're wearing a diaper that you dookied in. It just looks like a dookie diaper.
Yeah. I guess the bad news about vac suits.
Wait, you're right. Wait, hold on. Seth, you bring up a good point. You can't tuck the tail because you have to be able to use your vac suit facilities. So
because then you're pooping on your tail.
Pooping on your tail.
That's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
That's just disgusting.
Matthew, this is what your topic brought us to. Your weird notepad beside the bed when you wake up at 3 a.m. You're like, dog legs! And you write it down.
Dog legs. Dog legs.
And see, I thought we were going to talk about bowling.
I know. If you'd ended with bowling, right now we'd be talking about 7-10 splits instead of dogs shitting on their own
funny
tails.
Because Alicia and I were also just saying the note taking that you take during the game, because you have to go after the game, you have to redo your notes and make them make sense. But I didn't do that for the previous session, and me and Alicia were going back and forth, and my notes are like old legend from my grandpappy. And I'm like, what the? Is that for me?
Pappy.
Like, is that a made up thing for my character? Was I like exploring my character? But now I see that it's infected Matthew too, because he just wrote down dog legs.
The grandpappy thing I actually do know, because you rolled a check to see if you had. It was the zoo ship and the legend, and you recalled a spacefaring legend, and in your the parlance of your character, you said your grandpappy had shared it with you.
Oh,
And I wrote it down as pure fact in my notes, which confused me.
So like, grandpappy.
Where is he? What?
Save us, Grandpappy.
Grandpappy's coming to the planet?
I have all these pieces of paper, and all of them have Marley written on them.
I have Marley written down.
What his name is, as well as a Post-it note stuck on my monitor. Because
That is so not like
what's that guy's
friendly.
So if people came into your office, they would think you're trying to kill a person named Marley.
You're obsessed with this guy named Marley.
Seth guy says, "Yeah, he really likes Marley. If we figure
It's
that
like
out,
Memento. He like killed your wife, and you're like,
that'll solve the
I remember
case."
that guy's name.
Skid, what's
Yes.
your last note? I gotta know.
My last note:
Yeah.
mushroom guy.
Okay, hell yeah.
Well, that's better than mine. Mine says bad weather. Ship is a Carnival cruise liner.
See, I know
Where'd
what that
that come
means,
from?
though.
I know what that means too.
I know what that means.
I know what it means
You
as
have
well.
that too?
No,
Oh, you
that was
don't?
you. That was your brain.
The zoo ship that you crashed, that you found from many years ago, that has maybe spread, species of animals from across the charted space to this planet, was effectively a kind of cruise liner that families would go on, and you could as you
That's why
traveled,
we
you
need
could
to go
spend time
back.
with the animals.
And mayhaps one that gets stuck in the middle of the ocean and everybody is starving and can't use the bathrooms. Do you guys remember that?
No, yeah,
Oh.
this easily dissuaded me from ever taking a cruise like that. Ever.
Seriously. Nope.
I am this might surprise those of you who know me not at all, but I'm a slight germaphobe, and consequently a cruise has never really been appealing to me. Because I can get norovirus on my own time, and I don't necessarily need to do it with a bunch of people on vacation.
Yeah, you don't need to get it on a Lido deck. Just do it at home.
Just do it at home.
That's a good one.
Well, I hope to hear about your all of your skills as bowlers at a future date. I'm gonna make a note. It's gonna be like bowling, but this time I'm gonna put a period after it instead of a question mark.
Oh, that'll clear it up. Yeah.
I was going to say exclamation point.
All right. Yeah, you're right, Seth. Bowling! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point.
Perfect.
Just get that down.
Perfect.
Okay. So it has been a minute since we've all played. I hope you all remember the rules. I hope I remember the rules. But would you like to hear the recap I wrote before we were going to record that time in the distant past?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd love to.
I hope this makes sense to me. So yeah, last week, after you battled an elephant-sized fungal mass, which I imagine was the mushroom guy of Skid's notes,
Yeah.
you journeyed to your final destination of this mission, which was the wreckage of the Jordani ship, Avir's ship, and you were hoping to recover a functioning power plant, which he had said he had signal from his ship, and so he assumed that the power plant was functioning in some level. Your plan is to then take that power plant and install it in the Kate's Gambit, and after 8 long years, get you the heck off this planet and back to civilization. So the pilot of the Jordani ship, Avir, who had been in a different section when it separated during its crash, guided you, though none of you actually trust this guy, given his behavior. Also in the fact that the Jordani consulate and the Third Imperium are more or less engaged in a decades-long Cold War. But anyway, he did guide you. He was truthful in that he brought you to the ship and there was a power plant, but he did discover that his captain, this noble to whom he pledged his service, was slowly dying because she'd been crushed by the M drive during the crash. She was even though she was higher ranked, she was the engineer of the ship, and she was trying to get them out of this fall to the ground. And she'd been slowly dying over the past few days, and was beyond saving. And Ovir held her as she died and constructed a funeral pyre for her. And the rest of you then let him kind of pay his respects, and then you salvage the power plant and any relevant equipment from the ship. So then you started back toward the Kate, and with some clutch design, you were able to kind of make a space dolly from parts you found on the Jordani ship. And then Pug single-handedly lifted the power plant out of the ship and then began to drag it back by himself across these rolling hills. And then this is where the storm, the bad weather that Alicia noted hit. It was you were about to enter the storm season on this planet, and they have terrible lightning storms and a huge thunderstorm. Thunder, lightning, sheets of rain just pour down on you. But Swan, and if we did bottle caps in this game, I would have given you maybe multiple bottle caps for this, because Swan had brought along some tarps. Because when Alicia did her shopping...
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I mean, who buys a tarp in an RPG?
Yeah, that was clutch.
They're ponchos.
Yeah.
You always need a poncho.
You always need a poncho. It's like the equivalent of a towel, I guess.
Yeah, always bring your towel. I note to self, always buy tarps in any opportunity when you're afforded the opportunity to get a tarp. Never pass it up in an RPG ever again.
Lesson learned, but it did actually, it was the exact, unbeknownst to me, it was the exact thing you needed to protect the power plant from the storm. But the lightning was another matter. So Swan also noticed an opening to a tunnel in one of the hills. And since tree cover was farther away, you all managed, despite being struck by lightning, some of you slipping in the mud, some others among you, you worked together to drag the power plant into the tunnel, and you had barely a moment to breathe before you started to hear the sound of many, many insectoid legs in the tunnel heading straight forward you. I'm gonna speak in an actual sense now. Heading straight toward you. So we will begin this episode with a roll for initiative.
Oh my god.
So let's roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Okay. Insectoids.
Let me get my encounter tracker up. Okay, and remember, would anyone like to make a tactics roll before we sort this out?
Oh, well, I only have tactics naval. I'm not sure that
So
applies.
you could roll it at 0. You could roll a tactics 0.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And also, Arthur is really, really messed up because it's a lightning rod.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
right.
I forgot about that.
I forgot. You got struck so many times.
Now, I'm still jacked because
You're
my
a medic?
sciatic ripping thing that I did
that's right.
is still in effect. Not as jacked, but I'm still more jacked than normal. But,
I got a 7 for tactics.
Okay, so that will not give you any bonus.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. I
Okay,
tried.
so let me get everyone's initiative. So, Willadine, what'd you get?
Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't roll yet. I was rolling tactics. Skip me.
Okay, Swan, what did you get?
4.
4. All right, Pug.
I got an 8.
Okay. All right, let me get that down. And Willadine, what do you got now?
I got a 6.
A 6.
Oh, wait.
All
What
right.
do we add to initiative?
Either
intelligence or dex. Intellect or
intelligence
dex.
or dex.
Or
Yeah.
dex? Oh, wait. 8.
Oh, wait.
6, 8. My dex. I thought it was only intelligence. Okay.
8 for Willadine.
Yeah, mine's still. Yeah.
Okay, Ivir rolled a 13 initiative. That is boxcars for him. So don't mess with Ivir.
Yeah, fancy.
And Arthur, what did you roll?
I have an 8.
An 8 as well. We've got 3 8s. Okay.
Starting off strong.
Starting off strong. And Bert is here with us as well. Let me roll his initiative, and he rolled a 6. All right. Okay, so the centipede. Well, actually, the centipedes will have to move, and what you see rounding the corner, coming out of the darkness of the tunnel up ahead, is not any of the large centipedal creatures you encountered when you first crashed on this planet 8 years ago, and presumably have been fending yourselves off from since, but instead a swarm of tiny post-larval centipedes that are probably about the size of, one of those horrifying New York City rats. They are
I've seen
skittering.
those.
What's that?
I've seen those.
The centipedes or the rats?
Those giant New York City rats. Living in New York, you see a few things.
You see some things. Yeah, well, picture that, except picture a centipede that will grow to be 6 or 8 feet tall, depending. And this one, they are swarming across the walls, the ceiling, and the floor of the tunnel, just skittering at you. And they are going to spend their first turn moving twice to get to you, but by the next turn, they will be on you. Willadine, oh, I'm sorry, Avir, asked before. So Avir is just going to fire off his personal energy weapon, and miss with. Maybe he reacted so quickly, he just didn't have his gun out and ready to go. All right, so Avir will miss, and then he will spend his minor action aiming. So for next round, he will get a bonus to hit. He should have done that first. Okay, now Willadine, it is your turn.
Yeah, seeing Avir just pull the gun, she pulls her laser pistol. Yeah, it's got 0G. It's a secure weapon. I have to brag each time I shoot it because I spent money on that, even though it hasn't come up yet. All right, let me roll my gun combat.
Yep.
Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You hit.
And then it's 3D plus 3.
All right.
Oh. 13 total.
Okay.
Nice.
So it's a laser weapon?
Laser weapon.
Okay, so you fire off the laser weapon and you manage to vaporize, a chunk of them. But they're still coming. Okay, Pug, it is your turn.
All right, Pug. So I've been dragging this thing in, right?
So I would say you would have to draw any weapon that you. And actually, I'm going to retcon and say Avir has to draw his weapon as well, so he will not get the aim. Yeah.
Okay. So Pug, he drops the tarp or the ropes, whatever that he was holding onto the M drive with, and from his hip holster, he pulls out his shotgun, levels it at the swarming enemy. Cocks the auxiliary grenade launcher. And fires it into their mass.
Whoa.
Okay.
If there's room, is there room for me to be able to do that safely?
What I'm going to say is the swarm is deep enough into the tunnel. They're going far back enough that you can fire it kind of into them, behind them, and explode it a safe enough distance away that you won't hit yourselves.
Okay. That is a 13 to hit.
Okay, that's a hit.
All right. And boom, 19 points of damage in a 9-meter radius.
Okay, so for a swarm, I'm gonna give you a little bonus for that.
Yeah.
I'll give you.
This is like the perfect response to a swarm. I wish I had grenade launchers so many times.
Yes, and I will. Here's what I'm gonna do. So, Sydney, I will say that I forgot to say you noticed that, and you would know this from dealing with the adult versions. They have armor, they have natural armor. Mm-hmm. So not all of your damage went through. You killed a few of them, but didn't do as much as you thought it would. Because it's a grenade, I'm gonna basically give you. I'm gonna not count their armar on this. Is how I'll give you that
awesome.
bonus. Okay, all right, so 19 points of damage. Great.
It's just like an Aliens.
Just like an Aliens. Okay, Arthur, you are up.
Wow, I follow a grenade with pulling out my spear. Wow, that's way to upstage me there.
I really should have gone after you.
I'm pretty sure it's grab my spears. You grab your gun. It's it tucks my ears.
Fire them all.
What do you mean I have to open for Pryor?
Yeah, I will ready my spear.
He's not even opening for Pryor. He has to go on after Pryor.
Oh, right? Yes, I gotta follow Pryor.
He's like the cooldown act.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm ready in my spear. I have no psionic points left, and I was I don't have Emperor Palpatine lightning or anything, so a spear.
All right,
but you're strong.
I am really jacked. I was originally thinking about going over there and river dancing until he's like, they're on the walls and ceiling. It's like, I cannot river dance on the walls, but...
Also, you have quite a bit of singed fur from all those times you were struck by lightning.
I smell terrible. Wet dog and burned hair.
Wolf fur.
Ugh, burnt dog hair. Like, ugh.
All right, Arthur, that's your turn. Okay, Bert will draw his laser pistol and fire and hit. He'll do, okay, he'll basically do 1 point of damage effectively with the armor. Okay, and then Swan, you are up.
Okay, so if I wanted to attempt to heal Arthur, is that like my whole action? Because I have this thing called a military automatic that I bought. And it's like, I mean, because you have a lot of money after my book sales like exploded. I still have a lot of that money years later. Because what am I spending it on in the middle of a Sun Valley on a
Ponchos and automatics.
Yes. So I mean, it's really...
Healing in combat is not going to really be a thing. I think you need a minimum of a minute to do first aid. So your best
And you can
bet is-
only do it for someone who's just been hurt too.
Yeah.
Right.
I would let you, if you were out of combat, I would let her do it right now because
Okay.
it's been less than a minute since the lightning hit. But yeah, you can't really take the time to do first aid in combat. So, but you could shoot.
All right, so I should shoot instead of healing. Okay, got it. So, Swan's gonna just see all the action start. She's gonna step up, push her hair behind her ears and say, I'm gonna hit you like sprinkles on an ice cream cone. And she's gonna point her. She literally has a medium handgun, but it's equipped with flechette ammunition.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
So they sort of splinter
Ooh.
outward.
Okay.
Okay, so let me roll damage. That's an 11.
That's it?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm 3D, because I'm doing plus 4. 3D plus 3, okay. Yeah. Ooh. 15 points of damage.
Nice.
15 points of damage. Okay. You'll notice that the armor has managed to deflect some of the flechettes. Oh, it's funny. In my notes here, Skid, I have traits, armor plus 12. Sorry to let you know that. But in parentheses, not for fire. So that grenade was indeed the perfect weapon.
Yes.
Matthew, that was actually a good point, Lisa brought up. Can I heal myself, like, with medic?
With medic, I mean, I think you'd have to basically take yourself out of the combat. I'm trying to find the rules about the timeline.
I'm holding a spear. It's not like I'm really doing anything.
I mean, if you wanted to say effectively, like you're not gonna attack and you're gonna spend most of the next minute of this combat healing, I'm fine with that.
I think until they get like right on me, it is probably best.
It's probably the best thing you could do right now.
Yeah,
rub some Neosporin on my entire body. And like be a greasy, wet burn dog.
Yeah, it'll smell even better.
Some naturally sourced Neosporin that you managed to concoct on this planet in the past 8
from
years.
plants. It comes from plants.
It's like an aloe vera monster, but it's like really friendly. We just occasionally break off one of its fingers.
Just shear it periodically.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Go for the. All right. So we'll retcon that Pug is going to. Oh, so I will give. So if you can go outside, like you can leave the tunnel, but the rain is still pouring down. The lightning is still striking.
There's lightning. I am not leaving this tunnel ever. I live here now. This is my tunnel. But I picture Arthur like picked up his spear, saw Pug got the grenade launcher, like, leaned his spear against the wall and pulled out his little first aid kit. Like, you got this.
Amazing. Okay. It is round 2. It is Avir's turn. He's going to fire again, and he will hit for. Okay, he can do some damage with this thing with his personal energy weapon. Okay, he deals 20 points of damage. Not all of it goes through.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay.
The abbreviation of personal energy weapon is PEW.
That's a perfect acronym.
It is.
Pew, pew, pew.
Okay. Okay. It is now the swarm's turn.
Do they get scared?
No. In fact, they get a little mad. If we can kind of map a human emotion onto an alien insect, and they swarm at you, so they are going to basically get an attack off against all of you.
I'm here, guys. Go away.
Crack die. Oh, okay. Yes, they do hit. Okay, just barely. Okay, so they're going to try to bite all of you. So
All of us?
yes, each of you. Ooh.
No.
And they bite
Mofo.
for 6 points of damage.
All of us?
All of you.
That's
They
a lot
swarm.
of damage.
Oh,
Is
wait.
that subject to our damage reduction from
Yeah.
our armor?
I've
Yes,
got
your
plus-
armor applies.
I got +8, so I'm good.
+8.
Ow.
Yes, so does. But Bert takes some damage here. Let me mark that.
Oh, we're all so sad.
We left him.
Oh, he's our favorite, Bert. We really like him as a person.
Yeah.
His bees.
Okay.
Actually, Bert and I kind of made up. We're on better terms now because we have
There's-
a common
There
enemy.
is a sexual tension going
No,
on there.
no.
Yeah, definitely. You can sense. You can
No,
feel it.
not at all.
Arthur is the expert
No.
on sexual tension. Okay. He's like, yeah, that's what I
whole
look
life
like
is
from the other
sexual
Yeah,
side.
that's his whole life for the last decade.
You know it's bad when Arthur's like, hey, it's kind of intense. Everybody in the room is kind of feeling it.
But you guys get a room already.
In 8 years, you'll be ready to make your move.
Okay. So
A
it is.
doghouse.
Speaking of Willadine and sexual attention, it is Willadine's turn.
No. All right, Willadine is going to, she shouts out, cover Arthur! And she's going to shoot her laser pistol again.
Yeah, I'm gonna. By the way, even though you're in melee with the swarm, I'm also gonna allow you to keep shooting because there's a lot of them. So even though they're swarming all over you, why not be able to shoot? You could also, if you wanted to, you could engage in melee with the ones that are on you. Either whatever you want to do.
I feel like, well, what's my melee? I've got my stun stick, I've got my blade.
You've got a sword, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
but my
yeah.
blade's only 2D and the laser pistol is 3D plus 3. I feel like I should just shoot with the laser pistol to try to get through their armor.
Go for it.
All right, so that's an 8 with my gun, and then I'm gonna do the damage.
Sorry, I was going to add this. The one thing I will impose upon you is you're going to take a DM -1 because they are swarming on you. That would make it harder to aim. So, is an 8 true? Is 8 including your dex and your gun combat?
Oh no, that was just my 8, 9, 10, 10 including my
Okay,
dex.
so you do hit. So you
Okay.
just you're going to take a -1 to hit as long as they're swarming you.
So now we
Okay.
know, guys, a 7 would not hit.
Okay.
Just not to embarrass you, Sydney, but per the rules of Traveler,
No,
an 8 always an average.
Oh, is that-
it's an
is that
average
true?
shot. So yes, an 8 would.
an 8 always hits. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think I got 13 last time.
13 points of damage.
Points of damage, yep.
Okay.
Laser.
Not all of that goes through.
Okay.
Okay. Pug, you're up.
All right, so since they are on us now, he's going to cease firing the over-under grenade launcher and instead switch to the normal firing mode of his shotgun. Boom! That is a 13.
Okay. Yes, you hit.
So remind me, I can't find, is this an optional rule or something like that for damage? Like, I thought it was like for every number that you get over the target number, you add that to your damage. Is
Yes.
that not true? That
Yes,
is true?
that's true.
Awesome. Okay. So that is 15 more points of damage.
Okay, and this is just shotgun.
Shotgun.
All right. All right. So again, this is not a fire weapon, so it does not go through as much. Wow, a whole sentence. Does not penetrate their armor as your grenades did.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm on limited sleep. Mirrors and sleep impression.
Arthur, if he's literally getting swarmed, is probably going to put down the first aid.
Okay.
Spear back up.
It is your turn, Arthur. So spear away.
Okay. I still have a 13 strength, so I would say I might as well take advantage of this. Fucking boxcars. Okay, so with my spear, the rage of ages. So that's an effect of 4. Spears do 2d6, which is not much. Hold on. Snake eyes.
Oh no.
So Arthur tries to just scrape some of the centipedes off of him, and just his spear won't penetrate the armor of these little larval centipedes.
It comes to +4, so 6 plus my strength bonus of 2 points.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Minimum.
Minimum 1 point of damage.
Yeah, those dice have been retired.
Okay. It is Bert's turn. Bert will. He's being attacked. He will fire with his laser and hit. And he will deal not enough damage to surpass their armor, so minimum damage for him as well. Okay, Swan, you're up.
So let me get this straight. Arthur has the monsters on him.
All of you do.
All do.
Yeah,
Okay,
they've completely come at us. There's still more.
Yeah. But there's some that have just sort of attached themselves to poor
like-
Arthur.
They're skittering over every one of you, biting and clawing at you. Now, I will remind you, you could always go outside, because if you get struck by lightning, it might encourage them to
It's a
disengage.
ridiculous idea, because then you're struck with lightning.
But you know what happens to a centipede when it's struck by lightning?
Same thing. It happens to a Varger.
Everything else. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Maybe you know what? We are in a land that is unknown, and things can happen in the world of travelers. So I am going to try this. I'm going to walk outside and see if the lightning will strike the monsters on me. That's it.
Wow.
Okay. So the ground is incredibly muddy. So once you're outside, you're going to have a movement penalty of minus 4 meters. So basically, you can move 1 meter at a time. And I will roll randomly to see if you get struck by lightning at the top of the next round.
At the top of the next round?
Yeah. Well, actually, that will happen right now because you're the last person to go. All right. Let us see if Swan is struck by lightning. So Swan being covered in centipedes says the only reasonable thing in one sense and just runs screaming from the tunnel.
Does it give me extra armor that I'm covered with centipedes?
Given how I feel towards centipedes, I now totally agree with her decision.
Yeah, absolutely.
It can't be
There's
worse.
no other choice.
What's the worst that happens? They get electrocuted and die?
I'd much
that's
rather
better.
die from being struck by lightning than being
It's like
swarmed
being
by
covered with
centipedes.
spiders. I'd run outside in the lightning too.
I'd run in the lightning.
No question.
Just take me.
It is funny. It is funny because you did say I walk outside, which makes me think they're like swarming all over, and you're like calmly like walking outside.
He's like, not again.
I'm already dead.
I didn't read my notes carefully enough to determine whether or not you get struck by lightning is actually you rolling luck. So
really?
You're going to roll
See
luck.
what it is.
Oh, that's
your
why we
bonus.
kept
Rolling
getting
luck
struck
is
by
2. Oh
You have a +2. You have a +2 to luck. That can't be true.
no, I don't have anything. I have just 10 luck.
Okay, so +1. So roll add 1, and then we'll see if you get struck by lightning.
My 2D. Come on. 7.
7 is that's the total.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
+1.
Okay. You are not lightning. Lightning does not strike you, so you are currently still menaced by the.
I was protected by the
So that's
centipede?
actually pretty unlucky. in
Yeah,
this
wait.
circumstance.
We wanted you to get struck, I guess.
Yeah, so
I guess.
Wait a minute, that
lightning
reaction
does
was a
deal
little
4D
lukewarm
damage.
from my crew, who's currently standing in the cave looking at me like she's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. And then I don't get struck. They're like, oh.
What if we all held hands and then channeled the lightning through us? Isn't the last person get shocked? Like,
Yes.
Wow.
Can I have special powers now? Can I just have special powers just because?
I reach into the swarm as we hold hands, ending the circuit on the swarm. So the swarm should take the brunt of the damage.
Yes, that's how that. For sure.
It's definitely scientific.
We're geniuses.
where our hands get fused together and now we're just one awkward human centipede.
I was going to say, we've human centipeded ourselves.
Now we're a human centipede, in the ultimate irony.
Is the new round. Avir goes. He is going to kneel. Take a. These things are swarming over his armor, but they're still trying. They're still biting at him. He will kneel and take a shot and hit. And he will deal. Got to get more D. Got to get more D6s for Avir because his pew is great. Wow, he rolled 3 6s.
Wow.
Okay, so he will deal some damage. Not all of it will go through. Okay. Willadine, you are up.
Okay. Is there any way to run further into the cave? Like, is there any area that is not covered in these centipedes?
Yeah, you can see the end of the swarm. You've been killing a bunch of them, so the ground is littered with either bullet-ridden or flaming or partially vaporized baby centipedes.
Yeah, I was thinking I run in and shoot, but maybe it doesn't make sense to run further in and shoot back at my party. Seems like a bad idea. I'm just going to, again, try to shoot with my laser pistol wildly while being attacked.
Great.
And it has the -1, correct?
You take a -1, yeah.
No problem. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, you hit.
All right, here we go.
So remember to add a 4 on top of your normal damage.
8, 9, 10, 11, 15 points of damage.
Okay, some of that goes through.
Awesome. How much would you say?
If I had to put a number on it, I'd say 3.
Oh, that's not very much.
3 is going through?
On the plus side, you guys were doing really well because of that grenade.
Guys, Willadine also has this dead look in her eye, like Swan did. And she's like, should I walk outside? Should we all go outside?
Let go.
Let go. All right, that's my turn.
It's like, don't ride the lightning. I'm gonna take. He's like swinging. He's like knocking them away from the barrel of his shotgun. Boom. And
they're like hissing and like. It's gross.
That's a 10.
That's a hit.
Okay. 14 damage.
Okay. All right. Arthur, you're up.
Okay, I am going to yell, "Swan, get back!" as I get back aside as I try to use my spear effectively.
No.
Was that the lightning smoking off of you that you're?
No.
Okay, so 9 to hit. So effect of 1. Oh my god, this is so much better. 12 plus 3, so 15 points.
Amazing.
Nice.
Chipping away. Okay. It is Bert's turn. Bert will fire with his pistol. Oh shoot! I never did the swarm. Hold on. We'll resolve Bert's turn, then we'll give the swarm back their turn. Bert will hit and deal not enough to penetrate the armor, minimum damage. Okay, and now we'll do the swarm. So it's going to try to bite all of you, all of these creatures, and it will bite you. So all of you are going to take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. That was the swarm going back. Bert just went. Swan, you are up. So you're out. You're out in the storm.
I'm out. So I didn't get any more monsters on me, right? Since I'm out of the tunnel. Oh, good. So let me ask you another question.
They're still on you, trying to bite you, but
I thought one of them got zapped. No.
No.
Well then, Can I use Mother Nature to my advantage one more time?
Just hold your hand up.
Do you have any golf clubs that you could hold aloft?
You need to like Rafiki one of the bugs up, like try to hold the bug higher than your body.
Take him! Take my son!
I think the real secret is to have a metal tipped spear as a lightning rod strapped to your back. I think
that's what did it.
Yep. Throw her your spear, Arthur.
Really? I don't have a spear. I do have like a axe thing. Would that be?
Freaking Masters of the Universe it.
I think we're just gonna roll luck again next round to see if the lightning hits you.
They give me advice from the tunnel.
You can also just you can shoot into the tunnel. You know?
Our advice is get back.
Sitting in the rain. What?
Do you have any
what do you want me to do? What
stakes?
should I do? Okay. Yeah, because I need to go with this. It's called making choices and committing to your choices. And since I didn't get the results I got last time, I can't quit now. Her father, Swan's father, did not teach her to quit and to give up the first time. She can try it again.
Yeah.
She's gonna take the advice from Arthur, and she's gonna take her. I don't know why I have this weapon. I don't know why I bought this thing anyway. She's gonna raise it to the sky and see if that helps. Does that give me plus anything? I mean, what am I doing out here?
Nothing.
What?
That's not what Arthur suggested.
Whether or not you hold something aloft, it's still going to be a luck roll. So the best thing you can probably do is just shoot at the swarm in the tunnel.
Just shoot at the swarm.
Yeah.
At the swarm on me.
Or it's all the same. I'm running it as one entity.
Got you.
Don't
Okay.
shoot yourself.
I just want to say, I do blame Matthew because he did try to talk you into walking out of the tunnel. This is not your fault.
I just presented you with the options in the world around you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Although now I do see the downsides to trying to get intentionally struck by lightning.
You see the downsides to it?
I think we
I
learned.
think there may be
a lot.
downsides. Yeah.
I'm
now,
going to RPG horror stories with this. What GM told us to walk out in the lightning storm.
I'm gonna go on Reddit. Am I the asshole? I told my players to walk out into lightning.
This is going to be featured in a future Seth Skorkowsky YouTube video about poor GM choices.
Listen.
Things
These are
not
the kind
to
of
do.
choices that go down in history, okay? They get their own Reddit threads.
That's true. That's true.
Intensely.
That's
Yes.
true. Her character may die, but the story may live forever.
I don't think she's going to die because despite her best efforts, she can't get struck by lightning.
That's true.
Come on,
All right,
come on.
roll to shoot these guys, Swan.
I got a 7 again.
All right, you miss.
Oh,
Got rain in your eyes.
That means
Okay,
I
it
didn't
is-
get another zap. I didn't kill them or anything. Nothing.
No, you missed, sadly.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to come back in the cave.
It is actually lucky that your plan is not working.
Yeah. Really.
It's called,
okay.
yeah, what is the definition of insanity? Go on. I'm coming back in the cave.
All right, so you are going to come back. So your significant action, shoot, minor action, walk back into
Oh,
the
I
cave.
do? Minor action aim or minor action shoot?
Oh, did you aim? I didn't hear that. Sorry.
Yeah, the aim I get +1 or
Plus one.
+2, right?
Plus
+1. Okay, so yes. She's gonna like run back in the cave screaming and just aim and shoot.
Sorry, hang on. You have a significant action and a minor action. Your significant action is shooting, which you did already. So you can
Okay.
now. We can retcon and say you aimed if you want to do that, or you can move back into the cave as your minor action.
I'll move back in the cave. Look, Matthew, I commit to my decisions I make unless it's someone else's mistake.
I don't think anyone could
Unless
accuse
she
you of not
feels that
committing,
she's
Alicia.
been manipulated into doing something, which you clearly did, Matthew. Otherwise, yes, she sticks by everything she does.
All right. So you trudge back through the mud to get to the mouth of the cave, still covered in a bunch of centipedal, post-larval creatures swarming you, trying to bite you. Okay. Evir will go. He will shoot and hit, and he'll do some more damage. Okay, he will do just a little bit of damage. He didn't roll that well on damage. Okay, the swarm will go. It will attempt to bite all of you. And hit for Oof. 10 points of damage.
Oh, wow.
So we're 6, 3, 10?
It was 8, 3, 10, but remember you have
Don't
armor.
forget your armor. Yeah, so I do take those two points though.
Got it.
Yeah, I take
Okay.
1 point.
So that's going to come off endurance first.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not good.
This is really bad.
Yeah, they're just
What are
going
we
to
gonna
wear us
do?
down.
Yeah. Okay, Willadine, you're up.
I don't know.
This is, I mean, it's truly a horrific scene. Like, it's thunder, lightning outside, mud just like kind of pouring in rivulets into the cave, and then this swarm of truly horrifying creatures just like crawling all over you. You're firing your weapons. Pug launched a grenade. There's like smell of burning insects everywhere and burnt dog. And then it's just like you're just trying in vain to shoot them, but it's hard. Like they're these small creatures you're trying to shoot. There's dozens of them crawling all over you.
Where is Captain Finrazi?
Back at camp.
And Bert is with me.
Bert is with you. She
came back to get
sent
the
Bert,
engine.
her engineer, to
Yeah,
help.
I wish she came instead. Okay, I'm gonna free action talk to Bert. I'm just gonna yell out, we gotta make a call! We gotta head further in! I don't think we can fend them off!
You're the captain! He's bleeding profusely. Bert is really hurt.
Willadine tucks her hair behind her ears. Oh, I'm the captain now. Huh. Now you say it. Now you say it. Took you this long. Now you say it. She's just like talking to herself. And she's just...
This is why she's such a great captain.
What? She is such a good captain. She is going to, fuck. It's hard being the captain. She is going to yell to her crew and say, make a break for it further into the tunnel. Move, move, move. And she is going to sprint and use her full action to clear the swarm area and get as far into the tunnel as she can.
All right, so you're like so you're just gonna go double move, just rush into. Actually, I think you can. Can you? Isn't a significant action worth 2 minor actions? So you can triple move if you want.
I think it's
Oh,
yeah, it's two minor actions.
yeah, a triple move. I'm trying to get as far away as I possibly can.
Okay, so you run deeper into the tunnel. All right, well, so you're running that. It's a pretty straightforward warren. I'm sorry, it's not a warren. It's a pretty straightforward tunnel. No turnoffs or anything. But we'll return to that. Okay, Pug, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna follow my captain's orders. I'm gonna head deeper into this warren, G.
And leave the power plant behind.
Regulate. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm actually, okay. I was thinking, like, why would this centipedes go after the power plant? But who knows what a centipede will do? So
I forgot you're dragging the power plant too.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
was gonna
forgot.
say, but wait.
I forgot you
Earlier I
can't.
thought like if I could turn it on and electrocute him, it's like, wait, there's no fuel, there's no nothing, it's just sitting there. Okay.
Okay, I might have fudged up. I forgot that you had that power plant. You can't move fast. But you know what?
again, that's why
hands off
she's
the
such a great
chest
captain, because she doesn't concern herself with like minor details like that.
Like a 7
piece. I'm
ton
a big picture kind of woman. I'm a
Big picture captain.
picture.
reactor we're carrying.
Yeah, like,
Guys,
So-
don't forget, she lived on her own for like a whole year. She's kind of gone insane.
For like 5
4
years.
years. 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's kind of gone
and she
insane.
started off a little,
Things were rocky to start.
she
She
thought
did-
she
she
thought
did
the
start
Navy
off-
was like sailboats and stuff.
Yeah, Pug, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna yell back, like, come back to the 5 and dime, Willadine. And I'm gonna stay like where I am and just keep like I'm gonna try to protect the drive.
Okay, cool.
So I'm just gonna like just keep firing at these creatures. That's a 14 to hit.
Okay, great. So
Right.
plus 6 to your damage.
Awesome. 20 points of damage.
Amazing. Okay. Okay. Arthur, you are up.
With my mighty spear. 10, so to effect.
Great.
Oh. 10?
10 points of damage. All right. Minimum damage.
Okay, I was like, I don't think that does anything.
No, they have 12 armor.
My mighty spear got dulled under the lightning that kept hitting it. It melted the edges. It's dull now.
That's what I'm saying, though. That armor's crazy.
That is really extreme.
Bert
You
is
should wear these.
very nearly unconscious, but he will just keep shooting. Okay, and he will hit exactly and do some damage. Oh, max damage for Bert. So, of course, max damage for Bert is just barely above the armor. Okay, but he does do some damage. Okay, and then Swan, you're up. You're now in the mouth of the cave.
Yeah, I mean, well, yes, Swan sort of, ambles back into the cave, like, humiliated, but covered in the bugs still. And she sees Captain Willadine, like, running out of the cave, and Arthur is still in the cave.
Yeah. No one else moved except for Willadine.
Okay, and then she's like this. See you, suckers.
Follow me.
Okay.
Wait, Captain.
Yeah, I might have fucked up. Okay. Who's to say?
Who's to say, really?
Who's to say?
It's real easy to armchair captain after the fact.
Yeah, everybody was on board up until I did it.
Okay, and so the pug is inside with the power, or he's outside, but he's inside with it.
Everyone's inside.
Okay, so Swan's gonna turn to Pug and say, do you want me to help you carry this through as fast as we can? I'm saying all this with covered in bugs and extremely disgusted, but there's nothing we can do. So, should we try to get out as fast as we can?
This thing's pretty heavy. I think if we tried to drag it deeper in, we would just get torn apart by these things. It's just way too big. I think we gotta finish him off. I don't know why the captain ran away.
Okay, and then she's gonna say, okay, turn to Arthur and say, can you, like, get out of the way? I'm gonna attempt to kill him with fire.
The cave is wide enough that you can just shoot.
I can't use, like, incendiary.
Oh, you want to throw a grenade?
Incendiary. Like, yeah, I want to torch those, but,
Wait, what weapon do you have?
Wait, what TL are we allowed to use? What tech level are we allowed to use up to?
12.
Well, this is a 6, so it can't be that damaging.
You have a grenade?
Well, it's intended to, and I quote, cause material damage with horrific effects.
Wait, you had a grenade this whole time?
Well, yeah, I mean, I also have, like...
Use it!
Yes.
Well, yeah.
You can throw the
I do,
grenade.
because they're expensive. What?
They are expensive. That's true.
Go ahead and, throw your grenade.
But Arthur's in there!
Unless it's an heirloom or something, if you really
Arthur,
want to hold
get
on to
out!
it.
The person you'd most need to worry about is Willadine, but I think if you try to aim it short, you can.
I ran really far, didn't
Willadine's ghost.
Yeah, you did run pretty far. You triple moved. So.
I? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As long as you get it like 10 meters away from us, we're fine.
And at the reactor. At 10 meters from the reactor.
Oh.
Well, let's just see how well you throw.
Do I know how to throw a ball? I don't know.
What's
I've been
your
asking you
dex?
that for years.
Only one way to find out.
I can throw a ball fine. Aim one, less good.
Yeah.
I will softball it.
Great.
Everybody move! She takes this precious... Like, I only have 2 of them. I only brought 2 because I never thought I'd need a grenade out here. All right. And she's just going to literally, like, softball it into the cave.
Okay.
I love this.
Awesome.
Roll to hit. So you're going to roll 2d, add your dex modifier, and I think your grenades are covered by... Are they heavy weapons?
It's like athletics.
Oh, no, it's athletics dex, actually. Yeah, so you got to roll your athletics dex.
Okay.
You got to see how well you throw. Thank you,
All
Seth.
right, well, I do have a 0. At least
I turned, as you were saying, I turned to my rulebook and saw that exact text.
and add dex, right? You said. So
Yes, your dex bonus plus your athletics dex skill.
All right. Wish I'd focused on this, or at least given the grenade to the captain. I just didn't know I needed it.
I love the fact
so
you
much
just
fun with our weapons. Okay.
reached into your jacket, just pulled out a grenade at it.
But the poncho. Never mind. Poncho. Okay, so I rolled again a 7. Do I get to?
Including your dex modifier.
My dex modifier is a 0.
Okay, including your athletics dex.
No,
Skill?
okay, my athletics are. I have a. Oh no, my athletics are a 0.
Well, you have a 0. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You miss.
So where did it go?
All right.
Great question.
How to resolve this? Because it is only a marginal failure.
Okay.
So.
Well, you know the saying, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. I think this counts.
Yeah, yes, I agree. I'm going to count it so much you're all going to take some damage because it's going to, including the power plant.
Oh no!
So roll me the damage on the grenade, and we'll see how this plays out.
Okay. The damage in the grenade. 3, okay.
And this is going to all go through, no armor.
Oh, it's armor.
So just roll really high.
Do we have anything? What do we have protecting that thing again?
A tarp.
Okay.
The
Anti-grenade, a grenade-resistant tarp.
I don't think that was part of its skills.
Check this thing. Okay, so
Skills, attributes.
Traits. attributes.
12.
15 points of damage. Okay, that all goes through. So 15 points of damage on the swarm. They are in poor shape.
So am I now.
Okay.
What about us?
Wait, so is that 15 on us as well, or
No.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do? Willadine, you're far enough away that you're not going to be affected by this. Hug, Arthur, Bert, and Avir are all going to roll luck, and we're going to see if you're affected, and second of all, how much you're affected. And the effect of your luck roll will be how much damage you take.
I got an 8.
Okay.
10.
Arthur got 10. Okay, both
10.
of you are fine. Let's roll Avir. Avir is fine. Let's roll Bert, who is. Oh my God! Bert rolled 2 1s.
Oh no, Bert!
Bert. Okay. So Bert's gonna take some damage.
Guys.
Bert is on it.
Kill Bert!
So Swan runs outside to try to get struck by lightning. Is in fact not struck by lightning. Runs back into the cave.
Remember, she has a grenade.
She has a grenade. Throws it, but her aim is slightly off. Maybe the water from being outside, the rainwater, her grip on the grenade slips a little bit. Doesn't go as far as she intended. It blows up, kills a bunch of the swarm, not all of them, but kills a bunch of them. But then also, Bert is thrown back from the shockwave, hits the wall, and falls unconscious.
I told you to get out of the cave.
And I'm gonna roll just a straight luck roll for the power plant to see if that gets hit.
Oh no.
Really?
And we will reveal the check of that roll after this break. And we're back, and I can reveal the results of that check. Let's just say the power plant was very unlucky because I rolled a 3.
Oh, come on.
What?
So it will take some damage. It's not destroyed, but it will take some damage. Okay. Swan, great use of a grenade, in a way, because you've upped the stakes of the story in addition to damaging the swarm. It is Avir's turn. He is done with this, so he's going to shoot and hit and deal some damage here.
Did Avir get hit by the grenade?
No, Avir rolled. He was lucky.
I'm sure he was.
Okay, he will deal some damage, and it is the swarm's turn. They're going to attempt to bite you all. And miss, actually.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, maybe they're a little shaken by the grenade.
Yeah.
I would be, yeah.
Natural 3. Okay. That is good news, because now it is Willadine's turn.
All right. Willadine is going to
Running in slow motion as an explosion erupts behind her.
Then she looks back.
Yeah, Willadine, you
Blowing
I guess I should describe what you see. So you run deep into the tunnel.
Yeah.
And it is dim light, but you can still see a little bit. And you arrive at the kind of chamber opens up, or the tunnel opens up into a chamber, and you see eggs upon eggs upon eggs upon eggs.
Wow.
Swan, please save that second grenade. I think I know.
And it is your turn.
Oh, shit. Okay, classic sci-fi trope. Where there is eggs, there be mommy. I am going to back up a little, not actually movement-wise back up, but like back up a little from the eggs. But I'm going to turn around and fire back at the swarm with my laser pistol.
You got enough range? Because you're effective. I think you're like 15 meters away at this point.
You know, I didn't... Oh, wait. I'm 30 meter range. Yeah.
Great. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so let me roll the gun combat. 6, 9.
Okay, that hits. Effective 1.
And let's see. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12.
Okay. Okay, you deal 1 point of damage.
Yep. All right. Well, helping my team out.
You're definitely helping. Pug, you're up.
So Pug, like, he sees the flashes, the laser flashes coming from the captain. He's like, Captain, what's going on? And I'm gonna unload again, trying to like eliminate this thing. His ears are ringing from the grenades.
Oh yeah, and a grenade in a close quarter. All of your ears are ringing. Poor Arthur.
How much damage was that grenade? I don't think I noted this.
It did 15.
To you, it was...
Oh, I made my luck. Okay.
You made your luck, yeah.
I'm so close to being unconscious. Like, okay, never mind.
That was a 12 to hit.
12 hits. Effective 4.
Okay. 22 points of damage.
Okay. All right. It has 1 hit left.
Oh.
If any,
Okay.
so just one of you. So Arthur, Bert, or not Bert. Bert's unconscious. Arthur or Swan just has to hit it. You just have to hit it, and
So there's probably like one.
There's probably like
big
one
guy
thing.
left.
It's like, Arthur, it is your turn. Maybe it's the one that's on you. It's like crawling up your your singed fur, trying to like bite at you.
Okay, I gotta kill this last cockroach thing. Okay. Oh, spear! 9.
Okay, you hit. All right, and you're able to spear the last one. You scrape it off. You like flick it off you with the edge of the spear, and then just stab it through the face.
Oh.
Yes, the hour of the spear has come at last.
Okay, and you are out of combat.
Willadine slowly walks back to the group.
Where did you go? It's fine.
Is everyone all right?
Bert's unconscious and bleeding
shit.
out. Arthur is very hurt. By the way, I misspoke. So you can apply first aid in combat. It is a significant action, but it is still subject to the time frame, which would be 1d minutes. So you can devote your turn to applying first aid if you wanted to, but yeah.
Okay, so I can first aid now then?
Yeah, so you have to do first aid within a minute, and it's a medic check with using education, and you get points restored based on the effect of your check. 3 plus the effect of your check.
Okay, because I do have medic and my.
No, I'm sorry,
education.
that's surgery. Just the points of your check.
Oh, okay.
I would like
9.
to return to bandaging myself.
Okay.
Same.
So who are you helping, Swan? Bert?
I'm
or
helping Arthur because
Arthur.
I have
Okay,
I have a military automatic machine.
I'll take it.
Okay, so it's one point, 1 point healed. And Seth, feel free to distribute that 1 point to whatever characteristic you choose.
Okay, so I do have this weird question, because my psionics was going to start dropping my strength by a point down to its natural, for every 10 minutes or something. So I still got some time. So my natural strength right now, well, I guess it's now back up to a 6. But do I lose all the temporary ones? Because my maximum strength normally is 9. It's currently at, now 12. So how do I do this if I was to go unconscious? I haven't been able to find any rule on this.
There's nothing in the psionic heal.
This is just over the strength. So
I mean,
I was treating it like my natural strength when I go unconscious, because that's technically what my body is, but I am psionically jacked.
So your strength is going to use enhanced strength. Is that the ability you're using?
Yeah.
So it's going to decline at the rate of 1 point per minute until your normal strength is reached. So I think I'll rule it that you can you could have taken the damage to your psionic strength, and we won't treat them as temporary hit points where you'll now dip. We'll just treat them as strength points that you could lose by getting hit.
I will not argue.
Okay.
I didn't think you would.
So I also, and we've done this before, but remind me. So I have a Medikit level 8, but I don't have a medic. I don't have anything in medic. So could I use the kit on Bert or on Arthur?
What's the text of the equipment say?
I don't have the text. I just wrote it in my notes. Let me just look.
It would just, it really, you would, the tech level of the med kit allows you to do different other things. You can check blood pressure, do other diagnostic stuff. But I think you would just have to make your medic check. And you have Jack of all trades though, right?
Yeah, I do.
So it would be -2 plus your education, whatever your education bonus is.
Yeah. And you need a medic. You need basic medical equipment such as a medikit to do first aid at all.
Yeah, I think that's yeah.
So
and you
maybe
can only do it once. It can only be applied once. You can do it to various people.
A tech level 10 medikit would give you a dice modifier, a +1 to your check.
Okay.
And, so.
So I have a tech level 8. I have a jack of all trades, but I have a 0 in education. So I still
be
shouldn't.
-2.
Yeah, I still shouldn't be doing this. So maybe I hand the med kit to Swan.
Well, except Swan spent her time healing Arthur.
You can, and I'm doing me. So
I would.
I'm being healed, so I don't think I could do it. That could be difficult for me to perform first aid if
I'll just
Swan's behind me.
I'll give it a go.
I mean, it's only Bert.
On Bert.
You could be his nurse. The power of love can heal him.
Oh God. She's in her captain headspace right now, and she just marches up to Bert. So let me see. It's a tech level 8, so I'm reading it right now. Tech level 8 med kit can test blood pressure and temperature, among other things. All right, so that doesn't do anything. So I'm just going to go.
It allows you to do the first.
It allows you to make the check.
Yeah, I take his temperature. Oh no.
This
He's got a slight fever as well as he's dying.
If he had a fever right now, that would be really, really bad because that would mean an infection has already set in.
It's already set in.
Oh yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah, it's getting red around the bite site. Not good.
Maybe it's just from the rain. Maybe just his little sniffles.
He's got
in
the
addition
sniffles.
to the gaping body wound.
All right, so I'm just going to roll.
And the grenade wound.
And the
And the shrapnel sticking out of his leg.
I'm going to roll with the -2 and with my jack of all trades. So let's see.
Okay.
Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 7 with the -2. It's a 9 -2.
That is a failure.
Could you use some luck instead of
You could use some luck.
I'm going to use 1 luck to bring it.
One other thing, just throwing this out, if we want to do any retcon, was there at any point in your past where like you were hanging out with Marley or me, who knew medic, and we taught you how to bind some wounds? Because
background.
Oh yeah, if you have a connection skill.
I don't know, like, hey, remember that time I taught you how to make a splint?
You know what? I think I like all of I like what everybody said. I think, Alicia, I was in the woods and I had broken my leg and it healed incorrectly. But when I got back to camp, I think I talked to Marley about it because he noticed that I was walking, with a limp or something. And he taught me about resetting bones and he re-broke my leg and it was excruciatingly painful. But I'll never forget how to set a bone correctly.
I'm sorry, Captain. I have to break your leg now. It's going to hurt. Would you like to bite on this wooden spoon?
Thank you, Marley. Yes, I would.
Flashback.
Okay, so...
All right, so that would give you medic 1.
So now I don't have the -2.
So now you have a +1 instead of the -2. So what did you roll? So
I rolled a 9.
So now you rolled a 10. So you heal Bert 2 points, which is enough to bring him back to consciousness, though he has 0 endurance and 0 strength.
Don't we all have 0 endurance?
No,
right
I'm sorry. Wait, let me look at this down. So he has 0 endurance and 2 strength, basically.
Okay. And just as he's waking up, I was going in for mouth to mouth, but then it wasn't needed. So I'm very close to his face.
Oh. Captain.
You're awake.
Did we win?
Yeah, we won, Bert.
Oh, good.
You did great. You saved everybody, and everyone is real. And as I'm telling you how much you saved everybody, I pop your kneecap back in. And you were real strong, too, and brave. I'm going to need some help over here with Bert. How's everybody faring? Pug, are you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. It's a little
You
bit of
big
bruising.
tough guy.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, because he has the
pat you on the
subdermal
back.
armor too, so he's in fine shape, and he does have like just some bruising, maybe like a broken rib or something from the blast, but he managed to patch himself up, and he's in good shape now.
Sorry, everyone. I'm not really athletic.
No, that was great. That was great. No, I mean maybe get a little more oomph with it if you threw it overhand, maybe next time. But I mean,
when we get back to camp, maybe we can practice throwing things.
Yeah.
And I feel really bad. Bert, Ben, what's his name again?
Bert.
Swan.
Who threw that grenade?
Oh, lay down, Bert.
Swan.
The centipede did. It could always be worse. It was the movie. The movie
All right.
Misery.
The centipede did it.
Yeah,
I
they're splodipedes.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news on a rainy day, but there are eggs. Way more eggs further into this tunnel. That's what I was doing when I was running. It was really an exploratory sort of moment for me. I wasn't fleeing combat. I just needed to make sure we were safe.
Wait a minute, Captain. You didn't say there was. There are more in there that are just sort of incubating. You're not.
Yes. So, where them eggs is, there's also the thing that laid them.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't know if we're in enough good health to be trouncing on in there, but I don't see another way with that lightning storm outside, so I'm asking my crew.
Do we sleep in here?
Fuck no. What?
No, maybe not.
Swan, did you hit your head?
Okay, wait. Well, I did stand outside and get electrocuted twice.
Yeah, why'd you run out?
That's true.
Well, okay, here's another idea. We leave the power plant with a tarp, like inside the tunnel, and we come back tomorrow and get it again. Do you think?
If there's still lightning, I don't want to go out.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, and I'm like, he's reloading all of his stuff.
Hey, I don't mean to fall into cliches, but this dog is really afraid of thunderstorms right now.
Oh yeah, no, of course, yeah. It's like shaking.
Give him scritches. Get
him his thunder shirt.
Give him a thunder shirt.
I'll pop in to say that, but as this conversation goes on, the lightning storm dies down and eventually stops.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we should keep moving then. Get out of here.
How far were we to the Kate?
You weren't far from the tree cover either. So if you think you could get into the forest, you probably have, it would be more or less the rest of the day, depending on how fast you move, maybe plus a rest, plus the next morning to get back to the Cape.
Okay.
All right, let's get out of this tunnel while the rain has let up. And
I'm looking over the damage that was done to the device as well.
It looks like it could be repaired, especially you have a bunch of power plant parts from the various crashes. So you think it's going to add time to your repair process, but you think it's not insurmountable.
Okay. Yeah, she got banged up a little bit, but she should be good to go if we spend a little time on her. And I'm going to mount up and get the straps on me, load up all my weapons, and start dragging it out of the cave.
Through the mud.
Okay. Now, at this point, I could probably say that the several minutes have passed that have allowed Arthur's strength to deflate, so he would be back down to his normal size, which is still jacked. But yeah,
which isn't small.
It's still cool as hell.
It's still cool. Yeah. Okay. And how are you going to transport Bert?
He can ride on top of the drive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you lift him like a baby and then just place him on top of the drive?
Yeah. What's another 80 or 90 kilos, give or take? I don't care.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. Might get a little bumpy up there, but we'll try to get you back in one piece. Yep. No, I know. Yeah, I'm lifting him, gently placing him.
No, I know.
Yeah, I know. It's the best response to someone else's pain.
It's okay.
Okay. So it's going to take you the rest of the day. You'll bed down tonight, and then you won't be able to basically get back to the Kate until tomorrow at noon, but I'll speed us along a little bit. You finally reach the Kate. Plurn is there. She's waiting for you. The Captain Finraz is there. Plurn is there. They journeyed down to kind of get ready, and Plurn is like, "Oh my God, what'd you do to this thing?" Looking at the power plant, not Bert.
It's a long, sordid story.
It got struck by lightning.
Struck by lightning.
And an explosion, but it was not Swan's
fault.
It was not my fault.
I didn't say it was.
And
why would it be Swan's fault?
Arthur got struck. Can Arthur be at the back of the group?
Well, so after sleeping and resting and all that stuff, and my psi points have recovered, I would like to attempt a regeneration on myself.
Okay, great. By the way, anybody who's hurt, you heal 1d plus your endurance dice modifier per day of full rest.
Oh.
So,
okay.
Oh.
I think it's supposed to be a full day, but
1D.
1D plus your endurance dice modifier.
Oh, great. I'm back. I'm back, baby.
Which
Baby.
my endurance dice modifier is currently -3, so I rolled a 4. So I have an endurance of 1 now.
Yeah.
Does endurance always get knocked down first when you get damaged?
Yeah, always endurance first, and then you can choose between strength and dex.
that.
Yeah. All right, how'd your regeneration go, Arthur?
Actually, pretty freaking awesome. I rolled a 10, which was what I needed to roll, since I have no other pluses. So I will expend 5 psi points into it, which will give me 5 more points of my endurance back. So
Great.
Nice.
All right. Let me set up what we need to do mechanically. Oh wait, no, sorry, Sydney. I interrupted your roleplay.
Oh, well, Willow D was going to say to Plurm, Arthur got struck real bad by lightning.
Oh, he did. He did. Really? Is he all right?
Well, I don't know if he's gonna make it.
And her face just drops. She's like, where? And she like drops all of her tools. She's like, where is he? And she runs over to Arthur, who is looking perfectly fine.
And Willadine just turns and smiles.
He's like, are you all right?
Yeah, good.
Willadine, she said you may not make it.
Oh, it was pretty bad, but I slept on it. I'm pretty good. Also, remember my armor cleans itself, so all the mud and burn marks are probably.
He looks everyone else is like burned and scorched and muddy and bloody. Bert can't walk, and you're just like.
I'm a little banged up, but nothing bad.
Were you even there? Was she just what did you do? Did you just hide during the fights?
I got struck by lightning. I got bit by bugs, and a grenade went off near me, but that one didn't hurt me.
And she's gonna look at you and like, I thought you were an honest Varger.
Oh
no, this backfired.
You can smell the burnt dog hair.
That's like it's burnt dog hair, but the wound is completely healed. It's like psionic.
Yeah.
Did you singe your own fur off just to prove something to me? She just turns and stalks away.
That is not what I wanted to happen.
It's backfired.
Okay.
The captain runs over to Bert. Oh, Bert, what happened? What happened to you? Are you all right? He's like, it was a terrible fight. Can the doctor, the weird guy that rides the back of the bird, can he come down here and help me? And the captain's like, yes, of course. All right. Bert, you supervise the repairs. I'll go back and find the doctor and send him back here to help you. And then I'll return. And she leans in close. She's like, the Giordani. What did he do? She's talking to you. She's talking to you, Willadine, and to Bert and to Pug, who's nearby.
He fought alongside us. I mean, he didn't do anything per se.
I'm going to share this with you. I fear we will have to make some hard decisions with him coming forward. He cannot be trusted. I've dealt with the Giordani in the past, and I fear for our lives. Make sure no one is alone with him, and do not leave him by himself in my ship. Always keep him under watch. Hug, you stick to him. Stick very close. Don't let him out of your sight. Make sure he can be quite deceptive. Make sure nothing happens.
Okay. I mean, I know reputation of Giordani and everything, but yeah. No, I won't let him out of my sight if you say so.
All right. I'll send your doctor back, and I'll be back soon after that. And the captain hikes back off. So Plurn and Bert are going to confer. So there's going to be a series of tasks that we're going to treat as a task chain, in fact.
Okay.
Oh,
all right. Okay. But there's a bunch of them. So it's going to take a bunch of things. So we're going to have to first get the power plant on board and into place, which I imagine is going to be a Pug responsibility.
Yeah.
And then we're going to need to repair the power plant's damage. That will be a mechanic check. I'm just going to take notes. If you want to volunteer for these as we go, we can do that. So then we have
Arthur's got mechanic too, so he can probably. So
that'll be Arthur. Then you have to. It's going to be an engineering check to connect the power plant. I'm guessing that's going to be Plurn. The next thing you're going to have to do is adapt the ship's electronic to the Giordani tech. So that's going to be an electronics check. Swan, you have electronic?
Electronics, yep.
And I think we'll make that kind of a mini task chain with you and Veer, because he's going to need to help you translate. So Swan plus Veer. We're also going to need to transport pieces of the Warbler's hull down to the Kate to repair the hull breaches on the Kate. That can be a pug task as well, I imagine. It's going to be strength, and we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Then we'll need a mechanic check to repair the hull breaches, so I need another person.
I can do that.
Willadine. And then we'll need to do a troubleshoot the electronics, and do a flight test, which will be a piloting check.
I could do
I do. Ooh,
you want to do the pilot? Well, what if you do?
If you don't have one, you do it, because I already have.
I don't have electronics. Could we two-man the electronics check and then the piloting? Could we do that together?
Those are going to be two separate things: the flight check and the electronics and the flight test. So I will. That's going to be its second.
My pilot's spacecraft 1.
I have the same thing. Okay, I don't have electronics, but I do have jack of all trades.
Well, you are the pilot, Willadine. That was your whole. And Denny is available, but he's injured, so he might be able to help you. He's still up at the Warbler.
I'll pilot it.
So the other thing is that the storm season is only going to intensify. So anything longer than a week or two, you're going to risk near constant storms. So basically, the way we're going to run this is, if you're successful, things will go to plan at a time frame I have predetermined. If there are any failures in there, that's going to delay you or reset we'll have to figure out, based on the number of failures, how much that delays you if it pushes you into the near constant storm season time.
Go ahead, Seth.
Are there any low berths on the Kate?
Yes, indeed there are.
Okay, so once we get power on, we could shove someone into a low berth, right?
Sure.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Oh, well, can't we just put the Giordani in there, right?
I didn't say anything. Except for...
Oh, but we can't think about it, though, before we do it.
This is my quiet planning of let's check this out.
Yeah, that's just a general option for a person.
Just an idea that no one's thinking about.
Yeah. Not thinking any names.
Yes, there are 6 low berths on the Kate on a standard Far Trader.
They're currently empty, right? There's not like just a bunch of corpses in them or something.
All of Captain Penrazi's dead husbands.
Matthew, I had a question.
Yes.
Is there any way to use my naval tactics or my leadership to help with this task chain at all? Can I add any bonuses?
Absolutely. Let's talk about leadership.
Okay.
Let me go to the skills section of my book. So, detailed on page 74. All right, so this is technically during combat, but I will allow you, so if you wanted to step out of the task chain and just do a leadership up front, I'll let you, you basically get a dice modifier +1. Based on your effect, you have a number of those to farm out amongst the group.
Okay, I have leadership too, so I'd love to give it a go. Maybe I'll get more.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, that's a great idea. All right, so that's going to be a leadership. All right, so should we roll this task chain? All right, so Willadine, you go first. Do your leadership.
Okay, so, and there's nothing I would add to leadership. It's intellect or education, I assume?
You can do whatever you want, intellect, education, or social.
Oh, I'll add my 1. Okay, 1 from social. So that will be 11 total.
Okay, great. So you have 3 +1s to hand out to anybody amongst the crew.
Can I do it after we determine a role if they need a +1, or do I have to like do it right now?
I would say do it right now.
Okay. Then I will just give each of you a +1.
Okay.
Hey, thank you.
And the NPCs are on their own.
Yeah, good luck.
All right, so first things first, we need a strength check, and I have the difficulty levels here. I need a strength check from Pug to get the power plant onto the Kate and into place.
Okay, and this is athletic strength or just straight strength?
Straight strength.
Straight strength.
I mean, if you wanted to do it athletically.
I want to do it like an Olympic level drive lift.
Could I assist? Like he's pushed, I pull. I mean, I have a strength 9 normally. It's not like I'm total West. Like give him a plus or a boon or anything.
Yeah, why not? You can try to aid to give him a boon. We'll do that. So it's going to be an average check to get the boon, and then right? Am I ruling that correctly?
Or you could just give him my strength modifier, like a +1. However you want to do it. I say I'm not going to let him do it by himself. That's kind of a jerk move.
Yeah.
Working together. Task chains.
Boon, I roll 3d6, right?
Yeah, you roll 3d6 and take the 2 highest.
Okay.
Let's do a boon and bane. That's fun. So Seth, give me a roll on the strength check, and if you succeed, give him a boon.
8.
Okay. You get the boon. If you fail, I was going to make him take a bane.
Oh, no.
I rolled a 7, but then I had a +1. I was like, oh, thank God. Okay, yeah.
Okay, that's a 13 total for me.
All right. So yes, you easily get the power plant onto the ship. It's very impressive.
Way to go, dog. I give a little high five with our paws.
Alrighty. Okay, next step is going to be to repair the power plant's damage. So Arthur, this is going to be your mechanics check. So let's set a parameter here. So I'll let you each aid once. You can do your checks that you've picked, and you can aid somebody else once if you so desire. But if you succeed at the aid, the person gets a boon. If you fail, they will take a bane.
Can I try to aid with the mechanics? Is really the only other thing I can do in this scenario.
There's another mechanics check coming for their hull breaches repairing.
Right. Okay.
That feels like something up your alley.
Then adding the Willidian plus, I have a +5 to this roll.
Okay.
So,
Go for it.
and do I have any? Is it task chain? Do I have any pluses for Pug getting it in? Or
you got a 13, right? Right, Skin?
Yeah.
It's a +2 from the task chain.
Oh, nice.
I have a +7 to this roll. So
that's awesome.
Whoa.
Thank God. So +5, so 12.
12. Okay.
Great.
You're able to repair the damage that was from the crash and also from the grenade. That will be a +2 to the next check, which is going to be Plurn connecting the power plant to the ship. So this is going to be an engineering check, engineering power plants check, which she does not have. So that's good. Anyone have engineer and want to aid Plurn?
I do not.
All right, she's on her own.
Come on, Plurn.
Okay, Plurn rolled a cracked die. Okay, Plurn rolled an 8 + 2 is a 10, which is what she needed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, all right, that is good. So that's going to be a +2 to the next roll, which is adapting the ship's electronics to this Imperium space ship. Okay, so Alicia, this is you and Avir. So Avir is going to come in and go, oh yes, I know a bit about your Imperial electronics. So we're going to do I'll have him aid you. That's what I'll do. So he'll give you a boon if he gets a success, and he rolls boxcars. So nice. You roll 3d6, Alicia, and take the 2 highest.
Okay. And also I want to mention, not only do I have electronics, but I also have language 1 if that helps with the fact that you said that there's a language barrier, because remember Swan has all the languages because of the traveling her family did.
Right.
Her father was
It does
somewhat of
not.
an acronym. Huh?
It won't, but let's say it does.
Well, maybe
Yeah,
like help her like read the
It helps
the
you-
symbology and everything like on
Exactly.
the equipment. You know?
Okay. 10.
10 plus 2 from the task chain, so great. Nailed it. That is still okay. Because if you get a plus effect of +6 or more, it's actually a +3 to the next. But all the effects so far have been in the 1 to 5 range. Okay, Pug. Now you need to transport pieces of the hull from the Warbler down to the Kate.
Real fast. So we've confirmed that the power plant is working on this ship.
Yes, it will function. I mean, it's not ready to go, and you're going to need to do a bunch more checks before you can reasonably fly this thing out of here. But yes, it does work.
Okay. I would like to find an opportunity when his armor is off because it's hot, or he's taken off his helmet, where there's skin showing, and Pug is really close.
Okay.
Anyone else is great, but I want visible skin, as little armor as possible because he was working or something, and Pug like right there. These are the 2 essentials I need.
Wait,
What are you doing?
Something.
Why?
Take a selfie
Taking this
and
guy
send it
out.
to, like,
If the power plant is working, we're getting rid of the guy.
Wait, why do you need your clothes off?
He's
His
sending
clothes.
selfies
He's
to
got
Pearl.
armor, and I have a syringe full of anti-psi drug.
Oh. I thought I was so confused. I thought
I know,
you were
sitting here
taking
going,
off.
What?
I thought you were taking off your clothes, and I was like, "What are you greasing yourself up to like wrestle him?"
That's exactly
I
what I
would
thought. I was like,
and also to
it's like
You were
a
like,
dick
I was
pic. I'm
just-
sorry, but
I'm sweating. I was like, "Why are you sweat? What?"
I was super flattered for a minute. I was but now okay, no, that's a great plan.
Okay. All right. So I would say this is, by the way, all these checks are taking place over the course of days. So,
yeah, so I figured my psi will have come back because I'm also gonna need to back myself up.
Right.
let's say that let's say Avir takes his armor off to help like crawl into the engine room to help Swan patch the electronics. And then he once they're all done, the power plant comes on, you quickly shut it down because you don't want to waste fuel while you're still working. He gets off and walks off into the woods around the ship, leaving his armor behind.
Okay. Great. Let us put that somewhere. In a bin.
In a
something.
locked trunk.
Yeah. Is it odd that he would just leave his armor? Has he like done anything like that?
No.
No?
no.
He knows. He knows.
Yeah.
Okay.
He knows. I don't trust him. He knows.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody else will get some eyes on him.
Wait, you want somebody else to go get eyes on him?
I can go get eyes on him, but I said just, where's he going?
I can go look at him.
All right. Pug, would you like to roll some stealth?
I was gonna say,
Yeah. I probably won't do very well, but yeah.
All right. So Arthur, you signal to Pug that like, now is the time, now's the moment. And Pug, you sneak out into the woods to see where he's going.
Yeah, I think, can I do it as part of this task where I'm trying to bring all this
Oh.
Oh, great.
scrap back to the ship?
Yeah.
Sure.
Make it look like that.
So maybe instead of stealth, you can just roll deception. It's like, oh, I just happened to be walking this way.
Okay, all right. Okay. 8.
Okay. All right. Pug, you're carrying like this big piece of sheet metal above your head. You're just like walking through the woods. And you, maybe Arthur gave you he sent you a psionic message to guide you. And you come upon Avir who's just sitting like on a fallen tree, just with his head in his hands, weeping.
Oh, geez. Okay, I put down the scrap. Chong!
He turns around quickly and jumps up to his feet.
No. Like I hold up my hands, my little giant armadillo paws. It's like, hey, sorry, you might want some private time, but are you okay?
I'm fine. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Are you sure there?
Yes, it's you're very kind to ask. You have to understand. I have my captain. I have been her attendant since I was 16 years old. She's like a parent to me. I knew there was a risk she would be gone when we got there, but I didn't. Perhaps I didn't think about the reality of life without her.
Oh, it's hard. How old are you?
Oh, I'm... Checks character sheet.
He's lying.
Let me check my character sheet.
I am 34.
Goes into his
34.
wallet. Oh, yeah.
So half my life, she has been. She's taught me everything I knew and has guided me through the. He just breaks down. He's just totally wrecked by this.
Well, I come over to him, sort of gingerly, and just like kind of sit down next to him, just put my armadillo paw around his shoulder. And it's just like, yeah, it's okay.
And he just bawls into your shell.
It's okay.
Like you haven't seen him be like even a tiny bit this emotional.
Yeah.
He's just like full on sobbing into your armored hide.
Yeah. And it's just like
this is like Fight Club all of a sudden when
it is. I know. I feel like Meatloaf
crying into Meatloaf.
And it's like, no, it's okay. I mean, you've been through so much together with some person. I know, like, if I lost one of my crew, I mean, they're like the family I left behind. They're the only family I know right now. If something happened with one of them, oh boy, I don't know what I'd do. It's okay. It's okay. And I'm just trying to soothe them.
I gotta roll a check.
Okay.
Okay. And he continues to sob, and he's like, I'm so alone. I'm so alone. I don't have anyone. All of you, and you all are planning to kill me anyway.
Hey, no, we weren't really planning on killing you. We're just, just in case.
The vodka, these drugs, attempts to suppress my psionics.
Oh.
Have I told anyone about those?
I don't think you told us.
No.
So
what's up?
I went off alone to take that out of my own thing. Or my tech, not my...
I just rolled a check to see if he could, I rolled 2 checks. One, a luck to see if he was nearby while you were thinking it, I guess, and then another to read your surface thoughts, and he did succeed on both.
Well, he's just trying to be
No, I would do the
cautious.
same in your position. You outnumber me. Why would you trust me?
Hey, I trust you.
Maybe it's what I deserve.
And I do. I think I've kind of have see him as another person more now, because really it's one of those situations where the citizens of the Imperium and citizens of the Jodani, like they don't actually meet at any point usually.
Yeah.
You don't actually meet some of these people face to face, and having done it and going through this together and seeing him at his most vulnerable emotionally is just, he has this empathy for him now. So he's just like, hey, look, I'm gonna do what I can to make sure that they treat you with respect. We'll treat you like one of the crew.
Perhaps I don't deserve anything but a prisoner's life. I've let my captain die.
Hey, that's not on you, pal. That's this planet. It's been trying to kill us since we got here. She doesn't know how it works.
And he just continues sobbing into your shell as you like comfort him. Oh.
Hey, buddy. We'll just sit here as long as it takes. You get it all out. I'll just sit there with him.
Pug
All
is
right.
so sweet. Pug's like the gentle giant. I love Pug.
Oh.
It's
I
like
feel
Totoro.
really bad. At some point, Arthur's going to be like, "Did you get him?"
He's like standing there with the syringe. He's like, now?
I will sneak up on this guy and get him in the back of the neck if I have to. Like, distraction.
Do you want to try that?
Yes.
Okay. Roll stealth. Roll stealth.
Is this intellect or education or dex? What do we do off this?
Dex.
Dex. 7.
You're like sneaking up with the syringe, and you snap a twig, and the two of them just turn around. Pug and Avir turn around to look at you.
Oh my god.
Pug, what do you do?
Oh, hey. Look, Avir here is telling me what you're planning on doing. Don't do it. We can trust him, I think. You know.
He's in your head. Hold him.
No.
I'm going.
No, please. Wait.
This is
No,
it.
don't.
This is Pug's moment. Just hold him. He's in your head.
Oh, man. Wow, what a crisis.
Oh.
I'm glad I'm not there.
Me too.
I am.
Me
I'm
too.
actually. I'm going to like grab the Zodani, grab Avir, and kind of move him behind me. It's like no. Only you're a psionic yourself. You know what this would feel like to him. It's like getting your eyesight robbed or going deaf. He'll be okay. I vouch for him. Please, just leave him be.
He is in your head. I'm going for it. I'm rolling initiative, Matthew. I'm
Okay.
going.
Let's roll for initiative.
He's taking over Pug's brain.
All right.
I mean, I only have one syringe, so it's not like.
All right, I got a 7.
Okay.
7.
What you got a 7 as well?
Yes.
Okay. How do we determine who goes first? It's whoever wants to go first, right?
Well,
That's quick moment while we step into the combat section of the book.
I want to go first.
I want to say who has the highest skill level in whatever they're doing is the official tiebreaker.
Well, I have a +1 dex is what I was using.
So it's the effect of the check. Well, that's not going to help us here. All right, I'm just going to have the two of you re-roll. Let's just do that.
Okay.
That's going to be the
That's
easiest
fair.
thing.
Okay.
I have a Veer's of initiative, and you guys will determine who goes first.
Okay. So I have a
8.
+2.
8.
10.
Okay. So Arthur will go first, but who goes before either of you is Avir.
Oh.
And Avir will just step out from behind Pug and look you straight in the face, Arthur, and just say, "Do what you must."
Okay. That'll make it a lot less painful.
Okay.
I'd like to null drug him. I'd like to kill his psionics for a temporary amount of time. It's like,
How long does it last?
well, I made a note to remember before you asked me, but then I forgot it. So each hour they make an endurance check to throw off the effects of the inhibitor drug. So all it does is he gets a -2 on all psi checks, and he cannot regain psi points. So he still will have whatever psi points he has.
Okay.
He just has a -2, and he's not going to regain them until this is done. Endurance check every hour.
Okay.
But I want to do this before we can talk, and he can release my friend, who would never rationally try to defend this.
Okay. So you reach up and just inject him with the drug?
Well, if he's going to sit still, I'll use medic. Otherwise, I'm going to use melee. It's really his call which skill I use here.
He is doing nothing. He's not like rolling up his sleeve, but he's also not. He's doing nothing to defend himself.
Okay. I'm going to say.
For the podcast audience at home, Sydney is just shaking her head.
Captain Willadine does not approve.
I would like to use medic if I can to do this.
Go ahead.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Is this education?
Yeah, I think so.
12.
Okay, you inject him with the psionic inhibitor drugs. And Pug, it is your turn.
Oh, I like grab a veer and I like sweep him up and hold him away from Arthur. Just like, what are you doing to him?
Moving his psionics for a short while.
Yeah, we'll come out of combat now that the drugs have been administered.
Oh my gosh.
We'll put him in a low berth.
Plan? Imprison me in a low berth?
Yes.
No.
We can mail him back to Zodani's space if you want.
No.
No,
He's a human being. Like, well, not like either one of us, but like our friends are. So we should treat him like with respect. We're all here. We're all in the same boat together. We're one crew now. I say. If he doesn't want to go in that low berth, I say he doesn't have to go in that low berth.
Shot at me. He held Plurn hostage with a gun to her head. Don't think I forgot about that.
Hey, there was a lot of people did a lot of things back then. That's before we got to know each other.
It was last week.
It's been an eventful week, though. You gotta admit that.
It feels like it's been months of.
It feels like months. It feels like it was 3-4 months ago. So,
Avir he'll touch you on the shoulder, Pug, and he's like, "He's right. You have no reason to trust me and every reason to doubt me. If a low berth is what it must be,
You can freeze him. We can send him back to Zodani's space. Once you can let him go. Whatever you want. But while we're here, I don't trust him not to try to attack us first.
I don't know about this, bud. I don't know. Oh, jeez. Okay. Why don't we, let's go back to the ship. And I pick up the scrap metal. And, I'm just, like, looking back at the two of them. And I'm just like, if he is, I guess, if either one of them is reading my surface thoughts, that would be just like, I just feel sad that this is happening. This feels wrong to me. And I'm just like scraping the scrap metal across the forest floor as I drag it back.
Okay, you arrive back at the Kate. Willadine, Swan, you're there. You see them. Yeah. You see them kind of escorting.
Are we still task chaining, or do we?
Yeah, we are still task chaining, but it's we can pause the task chain for a moment.
You're sitting there saying, they stepped out for the bathroom. They'll be back in a minute. Just waiting.
Just hold the task.
Yeah, maybe we're like at the computer, just kind of waiting for them, and then you guys walk back in. Willadine says, "What's going on?
You guys, where are your clothes?"
Yeah,
Arthur?
why? What's going on, Arthur?
You guys okay?
Pug, why does it look like you've been crying? Somebody
Arthur,
say something.
Well, no,
Arthur,
the power is up, and Avir has agreed that we can put him in a low berth now. In order not to kill him, once we get out, we can mail him back to Zodani's space, let him go. But I want to low berth him. It's powering up right now.
Avir?
I submit to your will.
Also, I've dampened his psionics.
Yeah, I don't think that's very cool. I don't.
Now, and Willadine lowers her voice.
Captain Fenrazi comes out too.
That's who I wanted to avoid.
Just, what's going on here?
That's what I was asking.
Low berth passenger.
And she looks at you. And, how did you manage to do that?
He agreed that we could do whatever we wanted, and we're not going to kill him.
Did you say? Did I overhear you say you dampened his psionics? Does she have a British accent? No. Did I ever hear you say you dampened his psionics?
Yes.
Low berth, right now.
Hold on. Now wait just a second, Captain. I understand. This is your ship, and my ship is nose deep in the ground on this godforsaken rock.
Don't remind them.
Sorry. But I am a captain as well. And I don't think this is right. Avir has shown us no hostility since he has joined our side, and all he wants is to also get off this planet and back to his own people, his own ship.
That's what we're going to do.
The Varga is right. Your judgment has all been compromised, whether by his doing or not. Get him in the low berth. Thank you, Arthur. So it is a medic check to put somebody in a low berth of this tech level.
And I'll assure Avir, no one's going to harm you while you're out. Once we are out, we can send this out to Zodani space wherever you want to go. Tell me where you want to go. We will send it.
He writes down some coordinates for you.
I'll take it. I was like, I can't read my mind. Arthur's being totally serious. Once we get out, I will send this frozen Zodani to wherever he wants to go. Maybe Disneyland.
He says, "It is a shame. This is the only way." He turns to all of you as Arthur starts to lead him away. He's like, do not feel any sadness, Pug. I am your enemy. That is how I conducted myself, and perhaps this is the better solution.
You ain't my enemy no more.
Oh.
You ain't my enemy no more.
It's all right, Pug.
All right, Arthur.
Medic check?
Yeah, medic check to load him into into cryosleep.
Is it intellect or education?
I think in education for this.
He could have been helpful. I disagree.
I'd forgotten that they had such a storied past.
11.
Okay, you load him. You load him. He gives you the coordinates. You load him into the low berth. You close it up, and he's like, "Thank you, Arthur. I've been in your head, and you're quite an honest fellow."
I'm going to make sure I hit freeze right when his face is in some sort of awkward, like...
Ultimate indignity.
All right.
You're terrible.
Okay. It takes... Oh, no, I only have the recovery time on this table here. Okay, yeah, so you load the drugs come in, and you cryo sleep him, and Avir is, for all intents and purposes, not part of this.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, let's continue this task chain here. So, Pug, give me that strength check to get all the hull pieces down from the Warbler to the Kate.
Okay, and I am gonna use my leadership +1 on this.
Okay, great.
That's a 9.
Great, that is enough. And now Willadine and Pug, Willadine, you were going to help kind of repair the hull. You were going to help repair the hull breaches, and Pug, you were going to assist her with a mechanic check.
Yeah. Oh, right, mechanic. Yep.
So Pug, give me that check, and we'll see if she gets a boon.
An 8.
All right. Yes, Willadine, you get a boon on the mechanic check.
Awesome.
+1 or +2?
Roll 3d6 and take the two highest.
Oh, amazing. 6. Can I add? No, strength or dexterity. It doesn't make sense. It's a 10.
That's enough. Yeah, you get it. So you spend you all spend a few days welding these pieces and sealing off the Kate. Okay, So basically, we have 2 more steps left. You have to troubleshoot the electronics and do a flight test. But it is late in the night when you finally finish, and you all decide to bed down. Denny is down here now. His leg is in a splint. He's like, "Hey, how y'all doing? Heard there was some excitement down here. Hope no one's I hope no one's feelings are all hurt. But I think it's for the best. Too bad that we had to do it, but he's gonna get to go home. We're all gonna get to go home.
Shut up, Denny.
All right.
I was rereading what I had written about Willadine, and the second sentence in her character description that I made up is heart of gold, head empty. And I think
head of gold.
Head of gold, heart full. I think this is the perfect example, though. She knows the Jordani. She's fought them. She's been in the military, but maybe she's been in the game too long. Maybe she's soft in her old age. But she truly feels really bad about this. Yeah. And her heart of gold is coming out. And she turns to Swan and she says, I remember something you wrote in your book from Put Your Best Foot Forward. And I can't remember the exact phrase, but it's sticking with me now. And it's just, about not judging. And you can't, everybody's a friend you haven't made yet. Something like that. And your words really spoke to me back when you put that book out, and I just want to say, I feel like I let you down as my captain by letting Navir go in cryo, and I apologize, Swan.
Oh, no. I mean, if things happen, and it was a really rough time for all of us, none of this has made sense at all. I mean, we lost our captain, and in my opinion, you've done a fine job. You stepped up and you stepped in, you've dodged grenades, and you've led us to success. I mean, we're still alive and we're standing here, aren't we? So in my book, you've done an amazing job as captain.
Why does it feel so bad? Then Willadine just kind of nods and kind of walks off, and she's feeling real bummed.
I mean, you're all exhausted, I will jump in and say, because it's been hard work.
We're exhausted. We're hungry. Who cooks on this plate?
Where's the pudding?
I mean, where's the pudding? I mean, you're all used to hard work. You've been living on this planet by yourselves for 8 years, but this is hard work. But I think all of you are energized by the fact that tomorrow after you do the flight checks, you're heading home. You're getting back to civilization after all this time. And also now you're with others. You finally are with others. And obviously the Avir moment might have put a damper on things. But
I think that's part of where Pug is coming from is he's one of the first new people that we've seen in years and years and years. That's part of why he responded to Avir the way that he did in that moment is because he's just someone they've been cut off from everyone else in the universe for so long, and seeing someone else that had an effect on him.
Yeah.
If anyone mentions anything to Arthur, he's like, "We're not leaving him here. We ain't killing him. But I don't trust the guy."
Yeah, and I know
we're gonna take care of him. He's not in pain, and if the Kate blows up, or we all die, or we get stranded here for 15 more years, he won't notice.
And I do want to reiterate how terrifying just the concept of the Jordani are. That book, The Agent of the Imperium, that Seth recommended for us. There's this section where he's dealing with the Jordani.
Yeah,
and it's terrifying.
Bad,
it's really terrifying. The brief interaction that he has with the Jordani society. It's really scary. So I totally get it. But
And also from Arthur's point of view, it has been drilled in his head the scariest thing at the freaking galaxy are Jordanis. The second scariest thing is the Imperium if I do anything friendly with Jordanis.
Right. Yeah, especially as a psionic, I mean, you would have a particular kind of perspective on that for sure. So
I'm willing to say if I make a report yep, all of them are dead, I will mail him off, but he's not sleeping on my ship with us.
So you all bed down. You set up a camp around the Kate. You've been sleeping outside because the ship isn't fully online yet. But tomorrow's the big day. And you all, maybe you've got the butterflies, maybe you've got just the kind of maybe you even haven't fully grasped the reality of the fact that you're going to get off this planet. But one by one, you all fall asleep. Everyone give me a luck roll.
All right. All right.
5.
Okay.
5.
Okay.
6.
Okay.
9.
Willadine, you're asleep. You're happily asleep. And then you find yourself, you stir and your eyes wake up because you're hearing a sound you haven't heard in, 8 years, which is a low rumbling, followed by a steady mechanic whir, and then the distinctive rush of fiery air.
Oh no.
No.
That is the sound of a starship engine firing.
What the
Oh.
And you
What?
look, and someone is readying the ship for takeoff. The Kate Scam is about to leave this planet without you, and we will see you next time.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me?
I woke up. I'm awake, mofos.
Guess what? I woke up.
Yeah, I woke up too. I'm on the ship. I'm commandeering it.
Yeah, actually, wait, hold on. I'm on the
Surprise,
ship.
mofos. I'm driving.
Hate that Sodani.